In the 48 races held at Spa between 1950 and 2015, the race winner has only started from pole position on 16 occasions. Qualifying yesterday may have set the order for today, but expect the unexpected here at the Belgian Grand Prix. As the saying goes, of course, anything can happen. And you know what? It usually does. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high quality racing as well. Simply put it, there really is no place quite like Spa. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix, and we're just discussing the new driver lineup. Let's talk about Mir. They've just moved to Racing Point. How do you think they'll get on?
Well, as a driver, whenever you move teams, you want to end up in a faster and more competitive car, so I think they'll be very pleased with their new home. On the other hand, moving to a larger, more successful team brings with it additional pressures and higher expectations, so we'll have to wait and see how well they cope with that.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Alexander Albon will lead us away from pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Verstappen, Pierre Gasly and Butler, Sainz, Magnussen, Ricciardo and Kimi Raikkonen, Leclerc, Vettel, Lewis Hamilton and Faber, Bottas, Hülkenberg, Lance Stroll and Antonio Giovinazzi, Grosjean and Mir. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, don't worry about making places into one, it's far too tight. Concentrate on a clean exit so you get good momentum down the Camel Straight. Some minor damage. What happened? Let me know you're okay. Box, we're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Engine off, engine off.
So, another excellent win from Ferrari. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart? Ferrari are at it again, an excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there. Let's see how the driver standings have changed. This result narrows the gap between our championship leader and the...
Bad luck today. That must be incredibly disappointing. It was more like dodgems than Formula One to... It must be devastating to not make it to the end of a race like this. Do you think this team are performing as well as they could do? How does it feel to see your old rival from F2 move to the top of the table in the Formula... Appreciate your time.
Commiserations on that result. It's been a tough weekend.
Alright, listen up everyone. They've announced that the technical regulations are changing for next season. Now there's a risk a lot of our hard work could be undone if we're not careful. So let's figure out how to mitigate this. Drivers, take a look at the developments we have and let us know what you want to invest in protecting. Alright everyone, let's get on top of this.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Devon Butler, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I'll probably go for Pierre Gasly. The team did a good job with the strategy to put him in amongst the pack, but it's the driver's job to capitalise on those opportunities, and he did so with a lot of skill.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. It's been an
That's very disappointing. I know
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Not the result our points leader wanted, but it certainly makes things interesting going forward. Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Well, you've put me in a bit of a tight spot today, but I think I'll go for Pierre Gasly. He kept a cool head under pressure and made the most of some difficult circumstances.
It's... So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Max Verstappen's excellent result today sees him take over as leader of the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
It's an interesting one today. On balance, I think I have to call out Alexander Albon. A really solid drive.
Let's consider the benefits of moving to another team. Okay, everyone's happy with that proposal and we're locked in. From the next race weekend, you'll officially be racing for a new team, so you'd better start getting ready for the move. Welcome to your new team. Alfa Romeo Racing is the kind of team that other privateers aspire to be. No matter the challenges they face, this is a team that rises to the occasion and makes it out the other side. They need someone who can be consistent, resilient and determined, and there's no doubt in my mind that you can give them those qualities.
and a very warm welcome to the Japanese Grand Prix, an event that has decided a driver's championship 11 times over the years and has hosted some very memorable races as well. Who can forget Kimi Raikkonen's win from 17th on the grid in 2005, or Kamui Kobayashi's incredible drive to a podium in 2012. We're southwest of the city of Nagoya today at the unique figure-of-8 Suzuka circuit. 3.6 miles and 18 corners make up a lap here, with average speeds approaching 136 miles per hour. DRS will be available, of course, into the potential passing opportunity at turn 1, although the best place for overtaking will be through 130R and into the final chicane. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson, and you join us as we discuss the recent changes to the driver lineup. Let's talk about Mir. They've just moved to Alfa Romeo. How do you think they'll get on?
Well, I think this came as something of a surprise to most of us, but it could end up being a bit of a coup for the team. Getting a driver with experience higher up in the field might just be the boost they need, and I'm sure they'll be a big asset as the team continues to develop their car.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Devon Butler put in a fantastic lap yesterday and will start from pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Gasly, Charles Leclerc and Perez, Albon, Stroll, Ricciardo and Lucas Faber, Sainz, Magnussen, Sebastian Vettel and Raikkonen, Bottas, Hülkenberg, Lewis Hamilton and Antonio Giovinazzi, Grosjean and Mir. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
We're going to need you to push hard if we're going to get a good result today. Let's make it happen. Box, we're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Go now. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. engine is looking a little worn. Power output will be less than optimal. DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone. The gap to the car ahead is 18.6 seconds. That's a new fastest lap for the race. Expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now. Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. We've been awarded a time penalty. We'll go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Nice work, that brings you up a place. Gap to teammate ahead is 4.4 seconds. Green flag. boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes. Is in for his stop. Our gap behind is 11.3 seconds. That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please. Okay, clear. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. Some information on Butler. They're retiring from the race. That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're alright. this lap. We have 2 laps of fuel remaining. Go, go, go. This is your final lap of the race. Until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until rain. Finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
Red Bull pulling out. Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sport that you can't help but be delighted. Let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. Some amazing talent out of...
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. You were cutting your way through the field during the race. Do you have any comments about this team? Devon got a DNF result today. How does a new car compare to your last one? Appreciate your time.
Great work. That's exactly the kind of result I'm looking for. Keep it up.
Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Daniel Ricciardo certainly impressed me today, an incredible performance.
And it's another title in the bag for Red Bull. After a long and hard-fought season, they built an astonishing car this year, and the glory they'll be taking back to Milton Keynes
Excellent result today. Finishes like that will look good on your contract review.
Off the back of...
It's a... Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push, so let's review the updated driver standings. Devon Butler takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent result. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I think it's got to be Lucas Weber. Time and time again, he proves that he's someone who can quietly get the job.
Bad luck today. That must be incredibly disappointing. Not the best way to end a race. What went wrong? I've heard rumours that you're interested in moving to this team. Lucas flew through the pack in that race. What's his secret? Your old opponent from F2 had a great race. What goes through your mind when you see him up on the podium? Well, thanks anyway.
Commiserations on that result.
So, let's review the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen now leads the Drivers' Championship. Now, let's discuss, Ant, who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without...
Well, let's hope for a better race next time out, eh?
Looks like one of your rivals has also been invited to a historical event. This
Devon Butler takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the Driver of the Day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Lance Stroll certainly put in an impressive performance today. No doubt his team and fans are extremely proud.
And it's another title in the bag for Red Bull. After a long and hard-fought season, they've built an astonishing car this year, and the glory they'll be taking back to Milton Keynes is fully deserved.
Well, and
I think seeing as it's the end of the season, now is a good time to talk about your less than ideal record this year. My job is to negotiate on your behalf, but you're not giving me much to work with here. Plus, this isn't exactly doing my career any good. So I need you to shape up, for both our sakes.
Well, let's hope for a better race next time out, eh?
Good thinking. Maybe there are better options elsewhere. They aren't coming round to that proposal. Let's try something else. Our proposal has been accepted, so start saying your goodbyes. You'll be moving to the new team for the next race weekend.
Right, welcome back. It's going to be one heck of a season, I think. To be honest, I don't think we've done the best job maintaining our performance through this regulation change, though we're going to be playing a bit of catch-up this year. We're counting on you, but you've got the whole team behind you.
I hope you're ready to get another season started. Let's try and improve on last year.